This is Natural Powerlifting Radio. Deadlifts, chicken nuggets, video games. This is Check My Total, a powerlifting podcast with Timothy Payne and Andrew Hinson.
Welcome everyone to the new year. It is New Year's Day on this episode of Check My Total. Well, at least when we're recording it. And it's just the duo today. Going to be talking about the new year and whatever else pops up, I guess.
And it's 2019.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 2022.
It's 2019. It is January 1st, 2019. 1/1/19.
Hopefully we're still going in 2022. Where we'll have more than one of these.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, this is nice. We're on the new recording equipment now. I'm ditching the old stuff. Now Skype has a built-in recorder, so.
And if you're listening, give us feedback. If we sound better, sound worse,
drop us
a comment wherever you're listening.
Yeah, so apparently ever since version 8 of Skype, they have added the ability to record your call and video. And they must have recently added it for Windows 10. They didn't originally have it for Windows 10, but now they do. So,
yeah,
we'll see how this one goes. But it's a new year, and I just got done at the gym not too long ago.
This morning?
Yeah, I've been busy this morning. I got up, lifted, and then
what time did you wake up?
Some audio stuff. I got up about 7:30.
What time did y'all go to bed last night?
Oh, I went to bed at like 11:30, 11:30, yeah. 11 or 11:30.
Did Becca have to work?
No, I just didn't. I was tired.
So y'all didn't have like a New Year's party?
No. No, I didn't have no New Year's party.
Oh, I figured you'd be at her house or something.
No, man. She was over for the majority of the day. We let's see. Yeah, she left around 10 from my place and went home, and then I went to bed at like 11 or 11:30. I was tired.
Yeah, old people.
I was tired because yeah, we had a busy day yesterday because we went to Red Robin. So we went to Bridge Street, which in Huntsville, Bridge Street's like this uppity kind of yuppie area. It's like a big mall and a bunch of rich people go there and whatnot. But,
is that where the movie theater's at?
Yeah, that's where one of the movie. There's a movie theater in Decatur, then there's one there.
And it's got that huge fountain in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So we went there, and we went to Red Robin. That was right across from the movie theater. And then this is a price. We went. It was around lunchtime, so we went to a matinee. It was pretty nice. You can go see a movie at that really uppity movie theater for $5.
Don't you have to reserve your seat at that place too?
Yeah, you do. They have you walk in and you don't talk to nobody. You just go to these kiosks and like
the best part.
Yeah, you just go to these kiosks. You type in what movie you want to go see and whatnot, and then you have to pick your seats. And yeah, luckily we got there about 2 hours early because we were going to go eat first. And good thing we did because there was only 2 other seats together to choose from.
Really?
Because all of them were like taken.
Yeah.
Because we went to go see Into the Spider-Verse, which that was a good movie.
It's probably my favorite. Which
it was.
Oh no.
It was good. But I didn't know about the robot girl.
Yeah, she's fairly new. She's only been around for a couple of years as far as the comic books go. Oh, Penny.
Yeah, I didn't know about the robot. And I didn't know about the Porky the Pig.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time. Oh, Spider-Ham.
Yeah, but the other ones I knew of. Did you stay for the end credit scene?
Oh, yeah. That was really funny, too.
That was funny.
But the animation and everything is just so beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
that movie, that was probably the most colorful movie I've been to see in a long time. Probably one of the most colorful. Then the way it like it was animated in a very special way. It was like it did this comic. It had some comic stuff like the little like talking blurbs every now and then,
uh-huh.
and like it had some comic frames in there, but it was very well animated. Um,
I can't think of the word for it, but where they used to use dots for the comic books, the ink, like
yeah,
all the characters have dots on them.
yeah. No, it's a really impressive art style. It's some of the best animation I've seen. It
And
was really
it's
neat.
and it's blown up so much to where Sony is trying to patent the animation style to where nobody else can use it.
Yeah, I would see. I don't know how that works. I don't know
I
anything.
don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can't, because that's like what Apple did. Apple tried to patent the thumb swipe, like swiping on your phone with your thumb, and like the pinching. Or
Uh-huh.
maybe they didn't try to do the thumb. I know they tried to do the pinching, like how you pinch to zoom in and zoom out.
Right.
They tried to patent a hand motion. Like you can't do that. Like that doesn't fly. Like you cannot patent a hand motion, because then because I mean I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it to where other people can't make any smartphones because you couldn't make like anyone touch it.
Right. Right.
But like that just does not fly. So I don't know if the animation style will fly either. Also, even if they don't patent it, like I don't know anyone that like that style of animation just seems like it would be so hard to do. Like I don't like another studio pulling it off would just take so much time.
Because even the frame rate's different to where it kind of looks like you're flipping through pages. Like it's not smooth, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
but it is smooth.
Yeah, and it's weird because like the
Ugh.
characters, like the background and the characters are different. Like
Yeah.
the characters stand out in whatever background or scene they're in because they're like I don't know if they're just different. They're drawn on the screen differently. Um, but it was a good movie. I was pretty impressed.
I mean, the story was great. Just everything about it hit home for me. It was real good.
Yeah, there really wasn't anything bad. I thought it was a good time. Like it wasn't too long or too short. Um, it got to the point. Like
Mm-hmm.
uh, it was good. I liked all the villains. Uh,
And I think there's like 6 of them in the movie. There's a whole bunch.
yeah, there's 5 or 6. Um,
I mean, this sounds cliche by now with all these Marvel movies out and everything, but this movie, it is like you're reading a comic book, like on screen.
yeah,
That's that's the way it looks. Anyways, I suggest going to go see it if you haven't already.
yeah, definitely go see Into the Spider-Verse. It's a good movie. Take your family. It's family friendly.
Oh yeah, spend
Uh,
all the money so they make another one.
yeah, I watched it beside some like 4 or 5 year old eating popcorn.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, he was just because the movie seats were nice because they recline.
Uh,
So he was just reclined eating popcorn. He didn't like make any sounds. He just
huh.
laughed. He laughed a little bit and just was chilling.
Kyle and I went. I don't know if it was Christmas Day. I don't know. Anyways, we went sometime around Christmas, and I think it was only adults in the theater. There was like 2 kids. Like, all right. But I
Yep,
think this is the 3rd week it's been out, I think.
it has been
So,
out for a long.
yeah, so maybe all the kids saw it 2 weeks ago, except for where you're at. But then again, we didn't go on the weekend either. So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it was a good movie. Y'all should go see it.
I agree. I agree.
Oh, well, it's a new year, so I ain't big into New Year's goals or resolutions.
Yeah,
But
me neither.
I mean, let's face it. If you ain't started now, you probably ain't gonna finish. You're
That's what I
probably,
was about to say. We were talking with some friends last night, and he brought up, if there's something you really want to change about yourself, you need to just go ahead and start doing it tomorrow. Like, why wait till New Year's to get something rolling?
yeah. So I mean, I think the only goal I would have is I think I'm gonna take Don Craig up on this challenge. I think I am gonna put a little work into my hook grip and sumo.
Well, I guess your goal would be to just get back on the platform.
Yeah, one goal would be to get healthy enough on the platform. Um, it would be nice to hit a 1500 total, but that seems very far away.
You might
But
surprise yourself once you get good into that hook grip, though. That could that could change your total overnight.
yeah, I mean it could, but I mean it's more my back
Yeah.
that's gonna be holding me back. So I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll actually see if I can go to a um someone more high tech that can do like X-rays or something. I don't know.
Have
Go
you
to like
had
a
anything done, like an MRI or anything?
no MRI. Just yeah, just massages. But which I don't know. It's getting a little better. Like it's not as bad as it was, but it's still bad enough.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
plus,
so
it's been over a long period of time, so
yeah,
it might be good to go get yourself scanned, man.
yep. It's
Put
really
that
strange.
under your 2019 goals.
Yeah, it's really strange though. It doesn't hurt doing jujitsu. It doesn't hurt getting flipped and choked and all that stuff.
Well, I haven't told you this, but when we went up the mountain a couple weeks ago
Hmm.
to squat, I couldn't squat because I got some kind of pain in my knee, which I've never had before. Like I would get below parallel and it's like shoot through my leg. I don't even
Oh,
know how to explain it. Which my only guess is from where we did all that walking last month
dude, all that
that
walking.
yeah, that I've somehow aggravated my knee to where I can't. But it's the same kind of thing to where it only hurt when I had a bar on my back or I couldn't do glute hams, like from pushing your feet against the toe plate, I guess.
Huh.
So I haven't tried to do anything since then, and that's been, I don't know, 2 weeks ago.
I
So
wonder if it was a one-time thing.
I don't know. I have no clue.
We're just getting broken. You know, I've thought about this though. Like, so a lot of younger people are getting into powerlifting, and
Yeah, it's
then
definitely more mainstream than it's ever been.
it's more mainstream. And then you have older people that get into powerlifting. You know, they're in the 30s and 40s that are doing it. I've wondered this: is a lifespan of a strength athlete, how do I say it? I guess what I'm trying to say is if you start at 14,
Uh-huh.
does that mean that you got an earlier start and that you're going to still be lifting when you're 35? Or let's say the average lifespan of a strength athlete is like 8 years, 8 to 10 years. So like does that just mean that you started your 8 to 10 years at 14 and then by the time you're 35 or 40 you'll most likely be out of the game due to just nagging small injuries or injuries from sports or whatever it is.
Well, also, it's got a lot to do with your want to and just how stubborn you are. Like,
Yeah,
because there's plenty of people that should have been out of it years ago that are still kicking it.
that's true, but they might not. But they're most likely not kicking it as hard
True.
if they're natural. Most likely.
Well, here's another thing. I think lifting at your peak also, like how many years you can do that. Because when
Uh,
you're 14, you're not going. you know, all out 600-pound squats unless you're some kind of freak.
Yeah,
So I think the beating on your body is different depending on where you are in your journey too.
that's true.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of sad to say you only got 10 years to do this. Get going.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, but I thought about it because I do think the time in a strength athlete's lifespan, and what I mean by lifespan is like in the sport consistently competing and competing at a highish level, or at least pushing your body quite a bit, and you're improving still, and you're still showing up and you're doing good. And
I
like
think
and then eventually you probably have about, I don't know, you could probably lift in your peak depending on when you started. You're probably in your peak for at least probably 6-ish years.
I think the intermediate class is perfect, or 24 to 34,
Yeah.
as far as how long you're being, like you said, having competition and in peak physical condition at your prime. It's probably those 10 years.
Yeah, because I don't think that the lifespan of a strength athlete is as long as the lifespan of like a basketball player.
No,
Because like there's people that have been playing basketball for like in the NBA. I mean, how long's Dirk been in there? Like freaking forever.
he broke the record last year, but I can't remember how many seasons
Yeah,
it was.
and like LeBron's old and he's still getting it, and Kobe was old and he was still getting it, and like Shaq. So you can play basketball for a long time, and you can do quite a few sports for a long. Baseball players, freaking unless you're a pitcher, baseball players last forever.
Yeah, they get up into their 40s.
Yeah, so unless you're a pitcher, then your career in baseball is pretty long. But like strongman and like powerlifting, and I don't know so much about Olympic weightlifting. That's a little different. But strongman and powerlifting, I just don't. You don't see anyone at the top for 15 years in a row.
And
Like
MMA too. Like all
that's
these
true,
guys,
and
once they hit 40, usually they go downhill pretty quick. Like
yeah,
Fedor's still going, but when he turned 40, he got like knocked out 3 times.
yeah. I was listening, and it was like it seems that most fighters have anywhere on the shorter term about 4 years, but on the longer term about 7, at that maybe 8 in their like actual prime.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just wonder where strength um, athletes kind of sit on that spectrum, because it's not as long as like a basketball sport. Like you're not going to be at the top for 15 years. I doubt. I doubt it.
I'll say like anything. Once you get up around 40, you start going. I don't want to say backwards, but you can't do it as often as what you used to.
That's true.
Like I really like that Toby Keith song. It says, "I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm good
Oh
once
yeah.
as I ever was." Ugh,
True.
ugh.
Oh man. But yeah, that's not to discourage anyone, but it's just a thought. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
th-
do I do want to get back on the platform in October. Even if I can be semi-healthy, maybe I can't hit the same total I did, but if I can get close and not not be in a ton of pain.
and then also a lot of it's got to do with your type of training and the kind of technology around you. Because
That's
going
true.
back to that mixed martial arts stuff, GSP, the way he trains and the kind of help that he has, I think he's like 35 or something now, but he's still kicking butt. Like he took 4 or 2 years off not too long ago and came back and won the belt, his
Yeah,
first fight back. So I
that's
don't
true.
know. There's a lot of different factors that go into it, but I still say, as far as being in your prime, it's probably about a 10-year window.
Yeah. And then you really can't count the freaks.
Yeah,
Like I mean, GSP's a freak, but I mean, he's still like, he's a cool guy.
He's super smart.
Yeah, he's a smart dude. But like, well, even the freaks though, like you said, it kind of depends on your training. But some of these freaks, they go heavy a lot more. They go harder. They go hard. They go beast mode every time they step in the gym.
Right.
And it's not uncommon to see a freak do some crazy total and then never show up again.
That's right too.
But that's happened quite a bit. Um, yeah, so if I can in October, if I can step on the platform and do something similar to what I did before, or if I can just match it, I'll be happy.
Like you said, give that sumo a ride.
Yeah, I'll give the hook grip and sumo a ride and see how it does. See how my back does.
Bench flat back.
That doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really affect my bench a whole lot. The only thing that's affect my bench though, man, I got to an arm bar probably about 4 weeks ago, and like for about two, it was like I got into it and I should have tapped early,
Uh-huh.
but I was trying to roll out and see if I could. Like it was also one of the first times we did arm bar drills,
Right.
and we were doing it a different way I've never done before, and I just haven't experienced it. And
Clasp your hands.
Yeah, and so it I was pretty good at them, and I was pretty good at not getting in them, but I got in the one, and he got me. I was trying to roll out, but he got me, and he had my shoulder at a weird angle,
Mm-hmm.
and like I mean it didn't hurt or anything, but it kind of like tweaked my shoulder just a tad, and for about 2 weeks it hurt the bench, but it's almost all the way better now. Like it was just a small tweak.
So was it more like a Kimura? I'm just trying to think of how your shoulder would.
No,
Was
it
it
was
a
an arm.
straight arm bar?
It was a straight arm bar, but my body was at an angle.
Okay.
So yeah, so
From where
like
you were trying to roll. I gotcha.
yeah, so it
Okay.
was yeah it was fun, but yeah, man, that jujitsu's fun. It, it is hard though. The
I believe it.
technicality of that sport is insane. But we'll see what happens 2019. We're gonna
More
get
technical than powerlifting.
oh yeah 20 times. No, not even a comparison.
Now, are you wanting to do any kind of jujitsu competitions?
I would like to. I don't. I don't know when that'll happen because it. I don't really know when like an exact estimate or number is, but they do these jiu-jitsu competitions by belt levels and weight classes and age.
Mm-hmm.
So but a white belt in jiu-jitsu, someone can be a white belt. Like it seems to be the average it takes to get a blue belt is like 2-ish years.
Okay.
So like here's like so it's kind of tough in competitions because you might be going up against a white belt, but like if you've only been training for 2 months, this white belt might have been doing it for like a year, and
Right.
like that's a big difference.
Did
So
they
like
actually give you a belt?
no, I think that when you actually get a blue, you actually get one, I think.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so we'll we'll see what happens. I would like to compete in jiu-jitsu, but we'll see what this year brings.
It's going to bring a wife in April.
That's true. It's gonna be a crazy year.
It's going to make things a little different.
Yeah, getting married at the end of April. Uh, so yeah, it's gonna be a big year. I got that going on. I want to get healthy for the platform. I want to do a jiu-jitsu competition. I don't know. I don't know what else. That's all.
2019 is gonna be fun.
It is going to be a fun year, but we'll see. We'll see what
Try to
happens.
keep your job, not get fired.
Yeah, yeah, keep my job and all that good stuff, but I ain't too worried about that. Then, yeah, I
This
guess
may
we'll
be
mainly just see.
thinking too far down the road, but are y'all wanting to like get another house eventually?
Eventually. Like a house would be
Like no
nice.
time soon.
Yeah, I don't really know what the timeline is on that. I would.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine until y'all have a kid.
Yeah, we can't be having a kid in this apartment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, man. That's 2019 coming up. Well, I guess we're already here.
yeah, we're already here. And then let's see. So I think I pulled hook grip sumo last week. Um, I'm telling you, man, I can pull more double overhand than I can hook grip
I
right
think a
now.
lot of that's got to do with the whole back symmetry thing.
Yeah,
I know it helps me a bunch.
but like, man, my thumbs, my grip slips so much on hook grip because like not used to it. But like double overhand, I can pull. I can pull 315 double overhand no problem. But hook
Mhm.
grip 315, like it kept slipping on me.
I can at least do 365. Come on, man. I don't even train.
It kept slipping on hook grip. That's what I'm saying. My hook grip's terrible. I can double overhand 365. I can't. I can't get. I can't hook grip it though. I'm bad at it. But
Yep. We need to
that's.
get down to BIG.
I know.
Learn all their secrets.
I know. I'm gonna steal some secrets. I'm thinking about buying some of that. Some of that tape.
Yeah. Have you seen the tape where we've got it? Do you know what it is?
No.
Like the kind of tape you need?
No.
Okay. It's
I don't
like
even know.
that kind of meshy, almost like a ace bandage kind of.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Because my
I'll
thing
send you a
is
link.
my thumb. My thumb is just. It's just so sweaty.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I wasn't using chalk or anything. I was just trying to pull it. But man, hook grip's trash right now.
It's been a while since I've actually seen you lift, but I wonder how many like fingers and stuff you're getting around your thumb.
I can get like 2.
I think that's all you need, just enough to keep your thumb in place. Because, like Dawn said, it's kind of rolling down into your digits. I don't know how to explain it. But,
Yeah,
like it's
no,
not so much high in your hand as it is more in your fingers.
that's true. But oh, you got any goals for 2019? Are you gonna get on the platform? Will you
Oh,
ever make the elusive comeback?
I don't know. It'll come when nobody's asking me anymore. I'll just pop up one day and get on the platform. I don't know. I mean that sumo hook grip thing. Maybe I'll get in on that. Just
Yeah,
just do a deadlift or something.
yeah,
I don't know. Real talk. Try to make some monies and get another gym rolling.
yeah,
That's the big goals for 19 and 20. It might take a couple years.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
That would be nice. Get
Mm.
another gym going.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I thought about it'd be fun if I had more, to have some more money to get a gym and like also have it do like jujitsu in the same area, the same building, but like a different section.
Oh, you've got to do more than one thing to be successful. Like back in, we were doing fine in the early 2000s being just a powerlifting niche, but I don't think that would keep us afloat nowadays.
I don't know. There's a lot of powerlifters that might be willing to pay to go, but
Yeah.
there's a whole lot of CrossFitters out there.
Well, I'll put it this way. I think you can make more money and be more successful in doing more than one thing in your gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be nice to have two buildings, like two decent sized buildings, to where one could be all CrossFit.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where your money is. All these because
Uh-huh.
CrossFit, because when you do CrossFit, you're not just doing one or two people. It's groups.
Right.
It's like 30 people in one class, and you have a couple classes a day. It's a lot of people.
And depending on what kind of building you got, if your rent's like $3,000 a month, all you need is 30 people at $100 a pop.
Yeah.
And that pays for your lights. And then you have whatever other money you got coming in from whatever else you're doing.
Yeah. So, I mean, you let your CrossFitters pay for you, basically. Let your CrossFitters give you your money, and then your other gym, you make it whatever you want, whether it's powerlifting or you split it up, powerlifting, some jujitsu or MMA or whatever you choose.
Well, then you lease out all that cardio stuff too. Like I would probably never use it, but all
Yeah,
your treadmills and ellipticals. And
that's
see,
true.
you can keep that separate from all that weightlifting stuff too. So those people never have to come in contact with each other.
Yeah,
Because, a lot of, if you're just a treadmill person, generally you don't want to fool with all these meatheads anyway.
that's true. That is very true.
Yeah, but we need a big old huge warehouse, split it up about 10 different ways.
That's the way to do it.
I wish you
Plus,
could have seen that place in South Carolina. They got a real neat thing going on. The
so that
CrossFit
CrossFit
Collision
gym,
and Iron House. Yeah, it's real cool. What were you about to say?
like, it's crazy how much money CrossFit brings in when you think about how little equipment they actually need. Like, you don't even need power racks and all this. You just need some pull-up bars, some barbells and plates, a rower, and maybe in like some turf.
Yeah, pretty much. And like time clock thing. They
Yeah,
time everything.
some medicine balls and all that stuff. But like compared to if you like powerlifting, you need your power rack, you got your specialty bars, you got um, some people get fancy and get those kilo plates,
Yeah.
um, bands, chains. It adds up.
Which that's the funny thing. Even if we got Elenco plates, we'd probably get them in pounds. Like, that's what y'all get.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not, unless we go, even if we did go to a meet in a different country, we'd probably still use pounds just because we're American. Like,
that's
why
right.
everybody thinks they have to do kilos? I don't understand. Just be different for one thing and do your own thing.
Yeah,
Like I said, make the people come to you, number one. And number two, make them carry around the conversion chart. It makes no sense going to a meet where it's 80% Americans and all of them have to have a kilo chart. Like, how
it,
stupid is that when you really sit down and think about it?
oh man, it's funny though. You got all these Americans, and they're like,
Yeah.
I just want 500 on the bar. I don't know what that is. I don't know 225-ish kilos, 0.85. It's like,
And it's not even going to be 500. It's going to be like 503.
yeah, and
I
it's
don't
like
know.
it's pretty funny. I'm like, can we not just round up or down?
Which I understand they made that decision 20, 30 years ago, whatever, so they got to stick with it. But we'll probably be pounds forever. Good old Iron Boy.
That's right, keeping it American.
Yeah, man. So if you're from Canada or Mexico or some other country, bring your pounds conversion chart.
Yeah, and then also, I don't. It's gonna be a good year for the podcast.
I think so.
I forget when we started, but I think our year mark is in April.
That sounds right.
I think it's sometime in April. I don't know, but whenever episode 52 comes out, I guess that'll be a full year.
Yeah, 52 weeks.
But
I was trying to figure it out because you know how you can put in how many seasons you have. I was like, I guess I'll start season 2 at episode 53. I don't know.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
And then, so it's been a good first year for the podcast. First half year. I don't know. What? No, this will be episode 38, so it's been over a half.
Yeah.
Been a good start.
Looking forward to meeting new people. They can come on the show.
I'm still waiting for one of these people in Great Britain to message us.
Oh, yeah.
We don't care if you don't live. We don't care what you do.
If you're listening,
if you're listening from Great Britain, just hit us up on Instagram and check my total. We'll let you on the. We'll talk about whatever. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. We'll talk about crumpets or tea or. I don't care what we talk about.
I think Skype is free everywhere. So
yeah,
I'm down.
So if one of you Great Britain people want to come on, or anyone from the European area, just let us know.
Well, let's see. We've already pissed off all the Slavics. They're not coming on.
Yeah, the Slavic. Derek done took down the Slavic Empire.
And what was the other one? Illinois people?
Yeah, Illinois. Sorry, people in Illinois.
That was the funniest thing. I looked that up after we talked about Illinois, and it's like one of our biggest states that listens to us.
You should go back and check them.
Yeah, I need to. I'll check them. I'll check them at week 52.
Well, I gotta get off of here. I gotta go to a New Year's lunch with the fiance and future in-laws.
Yeah, I got one more story though, which I keep forgetting to tell you this. When we were in South Carolina, you know how I usually weigh everybody in, take them to the back and weigh in.
Yeah.
Well, this guy comes up to me. He's lifting in the meat. So we go back to the weigh-in area. And he says, I know you. I recognize your voice. And I kind of looked at him and said, yeah, I listened to the podcast. And, you know, I've never met this man before or anything.
Wow.
So
cool.
I want to send a shout out to Mr. Buttonbaum. And I just want to say, I noticed that your name is Casey on your Instagram, but I'm pretty sure you didn't lift under Casey. So next time you come to the meet, if you want to go by Casey, we can change it to Casey. But
wait, who was this? Was he a younger guy, older guy?
Yeah, his name was Casey Buttonbaum, and I think he's 20-something. He's married too.
Oh, well, shout out to you, Casey. Come on the show.
Yeah, I told him that. I said, we'll have to get you on the show, and he said, it depends on what I do today. But he was a real cool dude, and that was just kind of a surreal thing to, you know, people recognizing us for the podcast. Never even met him before.
Yeah, I got coworkers that listen. So.
Yeah, that was really cool. But Casey, if you're listening, DM us. We'll get you on.
Yeah, we'll get you on this podcast. We'll talk about whatever.
Well, that wraps it up for this one.
That wraps it up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2019. It's the first day of 2019, and what have you done today? I hope you've done something productive and gotten your year off to a great start. But if you haven't, that doesn't matter because consistency is key. And if you've been doing it earlier this year, or do it again. And it doesn't matter. If you haven't started your resolution, you ain't going to start it ever. New Year's resolutions are not for this podcast. You should either start, if you want to change your life in February, you change it in February. You change it the day you need to change it. You make up your mind. Do not slack off. Keep eating your veggies. I am tired of these people oh, it's the new year. I'm going to go to the gym for the first time. And you only show up for a week. The gym is in crisis mode in all of January. Everyone's on the treadmill. Everyone's at the barbell. You can't do it. You're making it hard for me. So start your resolution in the summer when there's not as many people. That's all we got for this episode. Hope y'all have a great day, a great New Year's, and enjoy.
Happy New Year, people.
Up next is the Western Carolina Powerlifting Open on February 2nd in Morganton, North Carolina. Come help us usher in the new year.
Please subscribe and thank you for listening. Be sure to follow at CheckMyTotal on Instagram for all the latest updates.
We're good. It prompts me. It's like avoid legal snags by telling people they're being recorded.